Everyone, so by the title you guys know what this means. This is going to be kind of like a financial video. I've done I think a few of these about how to make money and everything, or save money and stuff, so I'm going to actually start kind of a series like every week or every 3 months or every 6 months. I am going to do a video about finance and everything like that because I like saving and I like knowing everything, so I wanted to share my secrets or my tips or anything like that with you guys on how to save money if you guys are on a budget, because I'm on a budget. I know I am, and I've always been on one. So I wanted to show you guys like how me and Zach save. But just starting off, I know everybody does everything differently. You guys might not budget like I do, or I might not budget like you do, but these are just tips on how you could save more than what you're already doing, or you could save some. So also I wanted to say that Zach just got a new job. We only got one paycheck from him, and it was like not even up to $100. But this Friday I get paid and he gets paid with his big check for, you know, the month before, since they do it differently and stuff. So right now it's just our budget now before he actually gets money of his, like money from his job. So I'm just showing you what we do with my money and then what we're thinking about doing with his money. So yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna tell you straight up our whole budget, like all of our bills, so you guys can kind of see what we do to try to save money. Because first you have to know what you're spending your money on first before you can know how much you can save. So first, we're paying rent. I do own this townhouse, but the thing is we have to pay an HOA fee. If you guys don't know what it is, it's for the landscape, the pool, water and trash is included in that. So we pay $180. Our cell phones are $65 each, around that, so it's like $130. Our electric is usually $130 or underneath that, so we always keep it at $130. Our car insurance is $231 for me and Zach. Cox is in our internet and cable, that is $160. We're on a 2-year lease with them, so it's a lot less than what it usually is. When we were at our old apartment and we didn't have a 2-year lease with it, it was $180, so it went down a little bit. Our spending money is $150. It's usually around $100, but we moved it up a little bit. Food, we have $250. Gas, we have $100 for both of us, because I do have a car that gets 35 miles a gallon to 45 miles per gallon, so we rarely need to get that much gas. But now since he works, we put a little bit more because his work is like at least 20 minutes away from here. And then he has a computer that he financed, and he got, you know, money to get a computer, and he has to pay it off, so it's kind of like a credit card but kind of not. So he has to pay $75 to that each month. We want to pay more because his computer was $800, so we want to keep paying more, but we haven't figured that all out yet. For our credit card, we have a credit card through Chase. We got that right when we moved to Florida about 2 years ago or so, because we've been here for a year, and actually not even 2 years, not even a year and a half. But sorry, my voice is kind of scratchy. But for that credit card, we are trying to pay that off because we totally maxed it out when we moved to Florida. We had to pay for things. He didn't have a job. We came here, he didn't have a job for a while, and even after he did have a little bit of a job, we still had to keep using it because some of our bills were a little bit more than what I usually pay. So we still have money on that credit card that we're trying to pay off. So that credit card, each month we're putting $200 to it, and by May, in 2 months, it has to be totally paid off before all the interest comes, because we got the credit card and it was 15 months without interest, and we really wish that we could have paid it off before, because we have 2 months until we have to pay it all off, and we still have like $1,500 on it. So since he does have a job now, we're gonna put more to it. This is just what we're doing right this minute. So our bills are $1,606. I get $1,600, so we take the $6 away from him, and we also have some other bills that we have to pay for, so that's what we're gonna pay for with him. So we have a hospital bill of when I went to the hospital, I think around 6 months ago, and then they finally sent me a bill because my tribe was supposed to pay for it, but then I guess they couldn't. So that is $500, and we asked the hospital if we could do monthly payments or whatever, and they said we could. So what we're gonna start doing is putting like $50, $75 to it and stuff like that, so that we can pay off most of these as possible within a certain amount of time. We have a contract ending for Zach because he dropped his phone and it totally cracked, and the phone broke, and they said that we could keep paying the $80 a month to keep his line, and I was just like, no. So what his contract ending is $317, so we're gonna at least pay $100 for that, because that would take 3 months to, you know, get off. And then new phone insurance, because I dropped my phone, but the only thing that happened was the screen got cracked, and I have insurance on my phone. So what I did was I took it there, and then they said I had to pay for it after I got the phone, and I was just like, what? You know, we have insurance. So I was really mad about that. That is $200 just to get my new phone. So we're gonna pay that off with $100 to pay that off, since it's 2 months. And then of course our Chase, but that is already into our bills. But I will tell you a little bit more about that later. And then for Zach's computer, it is the $861, and we're putting $75 to it, so that's already on there. And then we have another bill, but I'm not going to say about it because we have to pay it because of Zach's sister. It's a big, huge confusion type thing, so I'm not going to say that just because it's personal. So we have that also, and that's going to take us a while to pay that off. So we have all these different things that we're gonna try using to pay with his money. So with him, he's getting paid like $850, and he's getting 30 hours to 35 hours a week. So we figured he would probably get around like 1,100 or so. So what we're gonna do with his is kind of what I told you. But then for the Chase credit card, I'm paying $200. He's gonna put Luke. Sorry, Luke doesn't like playing with Buttercup, so he's kind of upset because he doesn't want to play. But anyways, so I'm paying $200. He's gonna pay $300 out of his money for the credit card. So each month we're gonna put $500 to the credit card so that we can be able to pay it off in the next 2 months, because that's like $1,000. And then we have some money in a little bit of money in savings, so we're gonna put that in there also. So then it will be finally paid off, and then we'll save that $500, if you get what I'm saying. So that is the whole breakdown of our bills. So after paying all of, you know, our little things that we were gonna pay off, we figured for both of us we would have $100 each, so that we can, you know, get something each month, or save it for ourselves, or save it for like a few months so we can get stuff. So the $100 that I'm gonna have is for my hauls, my me getting whatever I want, you know, stuff like that. And then that's the same for him if he wants video games or something. We figured that so that we could have like our own money for certain things. I think I have it in here somewhere. Oh, yeah, okay. And then we're putting, yeah, the 200 each, like 100 each. And then we have another credit card that has like $100 on it, so we're gonna pay it off the $100 because we had to use it when we didn't have any money, because I didn't want to take money out of my savings or whatever, so we just put it on there and we're gonna pay that off because we also want to have credit or credit history if we ever want to buy a house with a loan or something. So we do put money to the credit card and then we just pay it off, if you get what I'm saying. So we have $100 to that, and then after everything that we have paid for out of his thing, we'll be able to save up to $400 each month. So since we have a budget, we know how much we're going to be able to save. So in case anything happens, we do have that $400 to put to something else if we need it. But we are going to be saving up to $400 each month with his paycheck. And then, of course, after the credit card gets off, we'll have like $900 to save. So now I'm just going to give you guys some tips on how you guys can save. First, ask yourself if you can lower any of your bills down at all. Like for car insurance, if you're paying a lot of car insurance, it's just for you. Sorry, my nose is running. I really think I'm getting sick, but anyways, if you have car insurance and you think your bill is too high or anything like that, call them and ask them if there's anything else that you can get cheaper that has everything that you want. The reason me and Zach have a high one is because I just got a new car and it was $7,000, so I don't want anything to happen to it, and we have a lot of coverage for that, so that if anything happens to it, they will pay for it. So that's why our thing is $231. And also, my dad wanted us to have two things. I can't remember what it was, but it was mostly for safety for me, because when we used to have another car, all we had to pay for was like $100 or so, because Zach's car was kind of a junker, so we didn't really need, we didn't really care if it got, damaged or whatever. So, yeah. So just call around, ask, or change your insurance people or company, because we have Progressive. My dad has State Farm, and I think my cousin has State Farm also. I don't know. I know there's tons of different companies. If theirs is cheaper, just call any of them and see which one is cheaper. Also, if you don't have a lot of money for food, go cut coupons. I know me and Zach, we always get paper in the mail and it always has coupons. We don't really do that because we have enough money for food, but if you don't, just go and cut out coupons, and that will save you a bunch. Also, go to a grocery store that has a gift, like a rewards card, because when me and Zach go to our grocery store called Fry's, every time we go up to the cash register, we give them our card, and usually we get off like $30 off of our off of the price or the balance or whatever. So sometimes when we only have to pay like $100, usually it's like $130 or something like that, and it always drops down, and we get gas points. So that's really, really nice, because when you shop there, you get gas points of what you buy. So we get lower gas, and we also get get stuff cheaper for food. Excuse me. So I really, really like that, and so if you guys can find any place that does that, go look for it. Also, if you have some like spending money or anything like that, and if you go out to eat a lot, cut that budget down like how me and Zach did. We only spent $150, and the $150 is for going out to eat, like to McDonald's, Taco Bell, stuff like that, or restaurants, and that's for going for movies. We usually go to the cheap movies, usually, unless it's a night that we really, really, really want to go to, like the movie that just is going to come out. And today, the new Divergent movie is coming out, and we can't go to see it because we don't have any money at the moment until next Friday, so we might go on Tuesday when it's really cheap because it's only $10 to go on Tuesday instead of $30. So there's that. And also, if you go to the movies, try to find a cheap theater, because we also have another cheap theater here. But the thing is, the movies that come out, it takes 3 months for it to go there. So sometimes we do that, because on Tuesday for that one, it's only $1.50 to see a movie instead of $3. So it's really nice. But we go see movies. We pay for our toiletries, like toilet paper, the dogs, like wipes, disinfectant wipes, to pick up their pee or whatever. We get I already said toilet paper, paper towels, extra soap, you know, all that type of stuff. So that is what our spending money is for. It's for a lot of different stuff. It's for the dog food. It's for extra, you know, water, because we don't give the dogs water out of the sink because it's not good for them. So we usually get the Fry's water for me and Zach, because that's good water. And then we get the Arrowhead for them because I don't like Arrowhead. So so we usually do that. So that's one reason how we can save, because we always figure out different ways so we can save money. Sometimes we go over, I do admit, sometimes we do go over, but not so much that we are always broke. Sometimes we're just broke because Zach didn't have a job, but now he does, so we are going to be saving some money, and we'll be saving some money out of my money also when we pay off the credit card. Excuse me. And also, one thing that is good about the credit card is that we did get a credit card that it is 15 months, no interest, and then it gives you interest. So the good thing about that was we didn't have to pay any interest. As I was saying, sorry, Zach came home, and if my eyes are crying, it's because I had to sneeze, and then I felt like I had to puke, so excuse that. But anyways, like I was saying about the credit card, we got the credit card, you know, I already said that about the no interest part, but about the credit card, we got a credit card that you can get points on, and every 2 months there's a new category, and for like the first month or whatever, it's for this year it was Starbucks, movies, and groceries. So those three for 2 months, if you get up to the $1,500 spent for those 2 months, you get $75, and you also get the points for everything that you spent. So it's really nice because you can get up to the $75, and you can get up to how many points was total for everything that you used. And also mostly what it is, let me see if I can get it on here so I can show you. It looks just like this, as you guys can see. So like I said, it was groceries, Starbucks, and movies. And this month for for April to June, it is restaurants, Bed Bath & Beyond, H&M, and Overstock. And then for July to September, it's gas, and then it's Amazon. So right here, as you guys can see, I'll read it. It says activate each quarter to earn 5% cash back on up to $1,500 in combined purchases in that quarter. And then if you do not, you know, use this stuff right here that's on this calendar, for everything else you will get 1% instead of 5%. And so that is a calendar. And then I will show you right here, it also says it right here, you will get for everyday purchases and everything, you'll get 1%. And right now for our 1%, we've made $21 already off of that for this month. And then for right here for the 5%, right now we're not even that close to the 75, but that's okay because every month you can get up to the 75. because right now we don't have 1,500 to use and all of the stuff. So there is that. But for this right here, out of all the points we got for last month, in February, we made $37.79 in points. So that is a lot of money that you can make on your card for just using stuff for the category and getting points. This has not added the $9 that is for next month, because I got an email this morning saying we get $9 for February, or for March, sorry, added on to this thing. So the coolest thing that you can do, the thing that you have to do though, is you have to have up to 2,000 points for the $20 to actually redeem your stuff. So if you have more than that, of course you can do it, but you can select an account. What you can do is you can put your account right here that you can get this money. So you can put it to your credit card, or you can put it into your savings. And one thing that me and Zach are going to start doing is putting the money in our savings every time we use it. Because after we pay off the credit card, the only thing we're going to use the credit card for is to get all of these points, so we can get this money and we can actually use it in real time, and we can use it and we can build up like a savings account with it. So that is really, really cool to do. So that is one way you can kind of save money with your credit card and stuff like that.